Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're live. Let's see who's here. Let's do a little roll call. Excuse me. Man, I'd like to know who's here today, how you guys are doing. I'm doing pretty good. Allergies are starting to kill me. Did some weed eating the other day. Running the weed eater, of course, right? And between that and spring, uh, anyway, that's all right. That's the biggest problem I have. I'm doing great. But it's not the biggest problem I have. This is. My gosh, look at that. Awful. I think I'm going to shave my head. Maybe I should do a live stream and shaving my head. Yeah. Ruben's here. Jesus is here. Good morning, gentlemen. How are both of you doing today? Hey, later today, I got a really cool lesson planned. Hey, Danitza, good morning. And I'm really excited about this lesson because it definitely pertains to today and, like what's happening in current events. And it's kind of cool. Hello again, Mariana. Did you cook breakfast yet? And then, Ruben, I thought I'd share with you today's record of the day. How there's all these questions, like you have to say, hey, during the apocalypse, what would be the 5 albums you could take with you, right? Every time I fill out that list, this album's on it. And it's not even my favorite style of music. It's just an album that I just find incredibly interesting. There's 2 drummers. The guitarist is just phenomenal. It's this one. Allman Brothers, live at Fillmore East. It's fantastic. Anyway, check it out, Ruben, if you like. Chris is here. Hey, good morning, Chris. How you doing? Sasha's here. Sasha, you got your yard work done yet? Crespo's here. Omar's here. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Vanessa's here. Hey, Vanessa. How's things? Man, I hope you guys are all doing all right. Not going too stir crazy. Bruh. Demo's here. Oh, a smoothie. What kind of smoothie did you make, Mariana? That sounds good, actually. I mean, got a little sore throat from allergies, and a smoothie would be spot on. I might have to make one. I think we got stuff. Allie's here. Hey, good morning, Allie. How are you? Oh, yeah, your mom won't let you listen. Oh, yeah, your mom won't let you touch the stove. That's a sad story, Mariana. Well, I don't even know what to say. It's just too bad. All right. So let's give everybody about another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll start with what we're going to do today. We're going to review yesterday's homework. George is here. Hello. Good morning, George. How are you doing today? And if you guys are still confused by this after we review this, then what we'll do maybe later today is we'll do a small session on Google Hangouts and try to do something more interactive. I don't like using Google Hangouts for large groups because it gets really buggy. It's hard to communicate. It's hard to show things. It's hard to switch between different camera views, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. No yard work today for Sasha. Wow, I guess they have something in store for you this afternoon. You'll have to let me know. Hey, Paula. Good morning. How are you doing today? Yeah. Have you guys developed any new hobbies? Like for me, I've actually been really busy because putting all this together is a lot more work than just sitting in class and just teaching. So there's a lot of stuff I have to learn, develop, and which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm happy to do it. But I actually haven't had that much time to get into some of the hobbies I have. I have a ton of hobbies. I haven't touched any of my guitars. I love to play guitar. I've done a little writing. You guys don't know this about me, but I like to write fiction. I even have a short story that's been published in a magazine from a long time ago. That was kind of cool. But I haven't really been able to do that. So, Sasha, about that, I'm glad you brought that up. Miss Potter sent me a text this morning about that, and she said she postponed your meeting with her today until, hold on, I want to make sure, 11:15. That's right. So, Chris, that's right. So she texted me and asked me to tell you guys in case you didn't get the message, okay? So that's till 11:15. Yeah. Paul, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Doing all right. Was able to, well, I got these fancy masks. I think I showed you guys my patriotic one. This is from my alma mater, right? Between that and wearing rubber gloves and stuff, I was able to go to the store, get some stuff. I'm very concerned about catching the, getting COVID-19 myself, um, it's like about a third of people that require hospitalization are less than 44. I'm older than 44. But, there's some people that I'm really worried about, for example, my wife getting it. And so we're being really, really cautious. And so, went to the store yesterday, got hers a puzzle and some stuff to do. Like, some fun things. So, yeah, doing all right. Staying sane. Not insane, staying sane. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Um, Check this out. And again, if this is confusing to you after we go over it today, man, my hair is great. If this is confusing after we go over it today, then we'll do a Google Hangout later this afternoon. Whatever time works for you guys, it doesn't really matter to me. And then later today, I have a lesson set up where we're going to actually explore these things called R naught values. That's not like R dash NAT. It's NOT. It's not as in sub-zero, like NOUGHT or NAU. Yeah. Either way, R naught values, and yeah, it's going to be kind of cool. It has to do with the reproductive value or the contagious value of a particular disease, and in particular in a situation where a population doesn't have any immunity to it. And so that's the situation we find ourselves in now. And so we're going to kind of explore some of that math. And so I don't know if you've heard, like on the news, people are saying, hey, we want to get that R value less than 1. I'm going to show you today why we want to do that. So it's going to be kind of cool. I hope it's interesting. It's really interesting to me, but then again, I kind of nerd out. Leah's here. Hey, good morning, Leah. How are you today? So anyway, I'll let you guys know when that's going to happen. It'll be later today. And if this is still confusing after we go over it, let me know. We'll try something different with like a Google Hangout and stuff like that. Okay. So we had these 6 graphs, right? And our assignment was to figure out, like, to put a letter here that would match the graph, right? And the thing that we learned was this. We learned what A does. It does the direction, up or down, and it does the width. So it does the width. So it does a stretch. It does a stretch, not a slide. It doesn't do a translation. It does a stretch. These both do translations. These both do slides. Translations. This H is left or right, and K is up or down. Right? So that's what we learned. Leah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Had a good breakfast. Oh, got some honeydew. Ooh, honeydew sounds good. I need some honeydew after we're done with this video. All right. So that's what we learned, and we're supposed to apply that to this. Now, what I didn't do is I didn't show you these exponential functions. I didn't do it on purpose because I don't want to teach you how to solve a single problem. I want to give you practice being a problem solver, and I want to give you enough mathematical background that you can apply what you know in a new way, like this, right? So I promise it wasn't a dirty trick, even if it felt like it. So this one right here, do you guys see for this one right here that A, I'm talking about for this one, right? Do you see that A is -1, which means that the parabola is going to go down? I know that it's a parabola because it's squared, right? It's quadratic, so it's going to look like that. But because A is 1, it's actually going to go down. Do you see how I did? See how I got that? Did you guys do the same? All right. And so that kind of eliminates most of the options here. So I know this is going to be a parabola that's going downwards. So when I look at, it's not this, definitely not any of these. So it's one of these two, right? It's one of these two. Now, we actually know enough about quadratic equations to figure out that for this one, the y-intercept is 4. The y-intercept is 0, 4. That's above the x-axis, so it can't be this. It has to be that. Do you see? So what we really have for this one, if I were to like apply that to what we learned yesterday, or the last couple days, this would be what we got. You see? Oh, sorry, there we go. I didn't have my document camera slid far enough. So this equation, if I rewrote it to be like this is what we have. So A is negative, so it's going to go down, and it's going to be shifted, slid, transformed vertically up 4. So there's no numbers on our graphs, but this is the only one it could be. This is a y-intercept of 0. This one's Like the basic parabola is down 4. So this is F. How'd you guys do? Did you guys get that? Yesenia's here. Hey, good morning, Yesenia. How are you? Hey, with all those animals you have, do you have to do a bunch of chores with them? I'm going to put together, hopefully later today, I'm going to put together the slideshow with all the animals, but I might save it till Monday. Start the week off with something kind of fun, like sharing it with you guys, you know what I mean? Dominic's here. Hey, Dominic, how are you? Hope things are good. So you guys let me know in the chat, did you guys get this right here? For number 1. And you see how I did that? So what I did is I just rewrote it. I didn't even rewrite it. I identified that A was -1, and then I recognized that this would be the y-intercept, and that's how I found it. But if I were to translate this into like our form we've been dealing with, this is what I get. Yeah. So I hope that one was all right. Leah got it. That's good. Thank you, Leah. All right. So the thing I would try next, if it was me, like you don't have to do these in any order, but I would do this one next. This one I recognize right off the bat. We're good with quadratics. We've been doing these a bunch. Hey, Martin, how's things with you guys over there? You guys doing good? I hope so. Not going too stir crazy. Yeah, so Danitza got that too. Good. All right, so for this one, A is 1, right? So if I were to rewrite this, look. If I were to rewrite this one right here, I'll just do it on another piece of paper. This says f of x equals x squared minus 4. So if I were to rewrite it, it would be like this. Do you see? Oh, sorry. Oh, 1. So A is 1, so that doesn't change anything at all, right? This is 0, so it doesn't change anything either. This just means that we're going to slide down 4. Y-intercept is going to be 0, -4. Vertex is 0, -4. So that's A for sure. That one wasn't too bad either. A for sure. Doing good, I hope. Now, these are exponential. These are tricky. Man, I'm not even sure. These aren't even really transformations of functions, these two. These are. These two, how can we figure out those? Well, here's what I would do if it was me. Check this out. What happens if you put a 0 in for x? Do you guys see what would happen if you put a 0 for x? Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, we got a funny guy in the chat room over here. Yeah, we'll get rid of them. Done. Okay. So Yesenia says, no, my mom makes me takes care of the animals. Yeah. All right. So, if I put a 0 here, you get anything to the power of 0 is 1. So even this one, 0.7 to the power of 0 is 1. So when x is 0, when the input is 0, the output's 1. So look, check this out. This one doesn't work. Because look, right here, this coordinate is 0, some negative number. And so if your input is 0 and the output is got to be 1, this doesn't work. Because for both of these, when I put a 0 in, good to go. Do you see? So it's going to be one of these two. These are options. This one is gone, out of the way. So then check this out. If I put in, like, if I do 1.1 to the power of 2, or I put 0.7 to the power of 2, do you see what's going to happen? This number is going to get smaller. This number is going to get bigger. So this one's going up, and this one's going to go down. So I think that this is E, and this is C. Do you guys see how I figured that out? Yeah. All right. So let me know in the comments how many of you guys got 4 out of 4 right, how it's going, all that kind of stuff. And if you are really lost, really confused, You can either send me an email, put it in Google Classroom, and we will do a Google Hangout later today, and we can go over all of that together. Make sense? All right. Wow. All right, so I'm going to log off, and I will catch up with you guys here in a little bit. Wow, we got... Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to make all these private. Oh, well. So I will see you guys in a little bit.